The concept of the Nano happened while watching families riding on two-wheelers, usually the father riding the bike, and little kid sitting on the gas tank or standing on a scooter platform in front of him, his wife sitting side saddle, and maybe a child in between him and his wife. And if you then translate this image to that of a rainy night, you can see that that whole family is in considerable danger of sliding or being run over by people in the back. So I kept seeing this and I kept thinking this is unacceptable. So how can you make that two-wheeler safer? And it came to a head when once in Bangalore, two-wheelers slid in front of my car, and the driver did stop, but the family was all over the road. So I just felt we needed to do something. So I spent about 8-9 months trying to see, well, how could we make a two-wheeler safer? If it fell, how would we safeguard the riders on it? And should there be 4 or 5, or should you hold it to 1 and 2 as it should be? And in the process, I really came to the conclusion that we're trying to do something that couldn't be done adequately. And so why don't we try to see whether we can get a car down in cost to somewhere in the vicinity between the cheapest car and the more expensive motorbike, to give a family of 4 or 5 an affordable transport through all kinds of weather. Not a motor scooter in a jacket, but a car. Quite early in the game, somebody interviewed me in Geneva and asked, how much will the car cost? And I said about 100,000 rupees, and then got plastered as a price. Instead of refuting it, I went on to making that an internal target. And it was the greatest thing that happened to us, because it had set out a goal that was said to be undoable. And then we went about it and we found that it was far from being impossible. It was certainly within the realm of possibility. We had companies like Bosch, etc., who initially walked away saying there's nothing they could do to produce injection systems for such a vehicle, who came back and developed a low-cost injection system for this, which are now being marketed in Asia. They've come forward and said, are there any other challenges you would like us to do together?